Sorry again, it is 13. I was looking. Okay, so here it is. So the 1 Corinthians 13, aka the love chapter. This is going to be the most screwed up editing job ever. It's not going to be edited. As you all know, I just put it up there, and yeah, the interruptions, everything, so it turns into shorts, it turns into longer ones. But the thing about 1 Corinthians 13, they call it a love chapter, but it's mistaken because it's really about charity, which can be a form of love. So that's why people call it that, and they use it a lot at weddings and other things. But you know, I'll just read the whole chapter and let you come to your own conclusions with it. Again, this is from the Amplified Study Bible. So it says, if I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but I have not love for others growing out of God's love for me, then I have become only a noisy gong or clanging cymbal, just an annoying distraction. And if I have the gift of prophecy and speak a new message from God to the people and understand all mysteries and possess all knowledge, and if I have all sufficient faith so that I can remove mountains, but do not have love reaching out to others, I am nothing. Okay, so you're starting to see the theme here. If I give all my possessions to feed the poor, and if I surrender my body to be burned, but do not have love, it does me no good at all. Love endures with patience and serenity. Love is kind and thoughtful, and is not jealous or envious. Love does not brag and is not proud or arrogant. It is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not provoked, nor overly sensitive and easily angered. It does not take into account a wrong endured. Okay, so you see where this is going, right? Yeah. So take the word love out and put charity. Just flavored water, grape drink. That's literally the name of it. Just grape drink, just grape Kool-Aid, without the sugar. It's nice. Okay. So it says, it does not rejoice at injustice, but rejoices with the truth when right and truth prevail. Love bears all things regardless of what comes, believes all things, looking for the best in each one, hopes all things, remaining steadfast during difficult times, endures all things without weakening. Love never fails, it never fades nor ends. But as for prophecies, they will pass away. As for tongues, they will cease. As for the gift of special knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part, for our knowledge is fragmentary and incomplete. But when that which is complete and perfect comes, that is which is incomplete and partial will pass away. When I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I did away with childish things. For now, in this time of imperfection, we see in a mirror dimly a blurred reflection, a riddle, an enigma. But then, when a time of perfection comes, we will see reality face to face. Now, I know in part, just in fragments, but then I will fully know just as have I been fully known by God. And now there remain faith, abiding trust in God and His promises, hope, confident expectation of eternal salvation, love, unselfish love for others growing out of God's love for me. These three, the choicest graces, but the greatest of these is love. So let's take a look at that. Now, what caught my attention when we go to verse 8, it says, love never fails, but as for prophecies, they will pass away. As for tongues, they will cease, and as for the gift of special knowledge, it will pass away. So, yeah, a quick little Bible study. This is my interpretation. It's saying that all that's going to go away. Okay, there's nothing we can do. These things will cease to exist at a certain time. And that's why if you look at it, he transes, for when we know in part and we prophesy in part, but when that which is complete and perfect comes, that is which is incomplete and partial will pass away. So anything that isn't fully complete is going to be gone. So that's when he says, when I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I did away with childish things. So think about that for a moment. How many of you are still holding on to childish things? And I think that's the real crux of this whole message right now. Because I know we like certain things. We don't discount them. I still like playing video games, but I don't play them as much. Now I'm learning to read more. I'm learning to get into the Word more. I'm learning to seek more knowledge from the Lord. Because one of the first things I first asked for was, I wanted to be as wise as Solomon. I'm here to try and tell you, he'll give it to you. But you better be prepared for how he's going to do it. He's not just going to say, here's a book, here's some videos. Just read and watch these and you'll be as smart as Solomon. No, he's going to put you through some trials and tribulations. So this way, when someone does come to you with that, you understand to help them. And if anybody that's watching this is a counselor of any kind, please understand that you have a large responsibility. And one book that I'm listening to is true. There is no difference between counseling in the secular world and being a minister. Because really being a minister or pastor or however you want to call it, you should be shepherding your flock. And that does require you understanding some of your pastoral duties is being a counselor. It is hard. I am not going to lie. I don't know how these schools are teaching, because I don't know. But if you do, please let me know. Or, how much time are you spending learning to counsel people versus understanding the Greek or Hebrew? Don't get me wrong. Understanding Greek and Hebrew and being able to translate is great, but as it was written right here in this book, let's go right back to it. I think that's why I underline it. Let's go back to Corinthians 13. Okay? Let's go right back to it. Because I believe it was very important that we understand what we're discussing here. Because it's right there. If I speak with tongues of men and of angels, but I have not love, then I have become only a noisy gong or clanging cymbal. Think about that. Anything you do is to come out of love. And he's talking about speaking in tongues. Okay, you want to? Okay, so let's go down. Again, the second one's talking about prophecy. Okay, so let's skip that one. Okay, because there's still some people that can prophesy, but that's not me. But this one should really stick out. It says, if I give all my possessions to feed the poor, and if I surrender my body to be burned, but do not have love, it does me no good at all. So right there, if You're doing all these things, but you're not doing it out of love. You're not helping yourself. You're not really helping the other person. Don't get me wrong. Making money is fine. But we're called to make disciples. And part in doing so is helping them. And we can't worry about the money. If we truly believe God will provide, He will. And I get it. It's tough, especially now, depending on where you live at, $5, $7, $8 a gallon of gas. It's not easy. But we were told about this, and we must learn to rejoice through these trials and tribulations. I'm working with people at different age groups. And I had one young man, I flat out asked him, I said, do you want me to turn around and give you the... Sorry. But I asked him, do you want me to give you the corporate version of why that person is still, there? Or do you want me to give you what I believe is the honest answer? He asked for the honest answer. And I turned to him because they got comfortable. They aren't going to move. And no one's going to push them out because the pay isn't that great, but, they're happy doing it. And that's the problem. We have to get out of our comfort zone and do things out of love. I don't know what else to try and tell you. But if you aren't doing things out of love, then what benefit is it really doing you? Because then you're just being a child and you're just being like everybody else, where Jesus tried and told them, don't be like the hypocrites that sit there and preach on the street corners and all that, because that's all you're doing. You're doing it just to show off. I try not to. And at times it really hurts. I like making these videos because I don't know who I'm going to reach. But hopefully I reach somebody out there that can understand. I have to get back to doing what I did best. And I was reading my Bible daily and keeping my prayer journal. Somewhere along the line, I got comfortable and stopped doing that. Now I need to break out of that habit and get back to praying and writing it down. And the reason I write it down, I'm going to be honest, because sometimes it helps me find the words that I couldn't find. And I appreciate every single one of you that watch me. All, 10 of you? All of you are awesome. But just keep praying for me, please. And if you have a prayer request or anything, just please put it in the comments and just let me know. I know I have a funny looking name and I don't have one of these godly names for my channel, but that's okay. Sometimes Jesus prefers the misfits, as we have read. Again, God bless all of you. I'll keep you all in my prayers. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. And God bless you all. Amen.